All right, Sage, question one. How has your upbringing influenced your lifestyle?
How has my upbringing influenced my lifestyle? Well, I would say that my dad got me into exercising at a young age. It was actually at the Rock Fitness Center, which is on 350 Highway. It's the big church on 350 Highway. I want to say I was in like 6th grade when I started, but he got me involved in like a Teens on Weights program up there in 6th grade. And so I learned how to learn just certain exercises and stuff, just basic like movements with weights and free weights. And then it was like a program. I think it was a month long, maybe. I met with a trainer like once a week, maybe, or twice a week. And then at that point, I was able to, whenever I went through that program, I was able to work out on my own up there, like without an adult. And so I started to it was like early middle school. I started to go up there and work out, and play a lot of basketball with my friends. And then the way I would do it is I'd play I'd probably play a couple hours. My dad would drop me off there and I'd play a couple hours of basketball. And then after that, I would go lift weights for like 30 minutes after that. And I would do that at least a couple times a week, if not more. And then, I don't know, I just fell in love with the weightlifting part of it. And I was always so interested in how the body worked and just how weightlifting, it just made me feel, and the stress relief it was, the feel good feeling you get after a workout. I fell in love with that. And so, yeah, I started at a really young age. It's something I grew, and I did throughout high school too. But to go back to answer your question, I think it was my dad's ultimate influence. He's the one who kind of got me started on it when I was in about 6th grade.
So it all goes back to your father, and I mean, me and my dad on the pool, I played pool for several years, so you can kind of see a parallel.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and that's really cool. I mean, I never knew that about you.
Yeah, and my dad wasn't my dad definitely, he liked to exercise, but he went through different phases of when he would lift weights and stuff, but he's never been a huge weightlifter guy. So I kind of took that and ran with it, but he just wanted to get me involved in that, and he thought it'd be good for me. And I don't think still to this day, if you were to ask him, I don't think he would have ever thought that it would have ignited a fire that it did in me, I don't think he would have thought that I would have took it and ran with it like I did, so, but yeah, it definitely goes back to that is when it kind of all first started.
You explained that really well.
Oh, thank you.
So that's the first question. Well, I'll just ask you about working out. So second question I'll ask you, do you have any other passions? Hobbies, things like
passions. Oh man. Yeah. So, gosh, well, I love food. Obviously, I'm a huge foodie. I love all kinds of food. Anything you put in my face, I'll eat it for sure. Big foodie. I like to play a lot of video games. And I've been trying to take up reading recently, and that's been kind of fun. It's something I've kind of had to force myself to do. But I've enjoyed doing it. I don't really like to read self-help books like a lot of people do. I'm more of I'll open a fiction book and get into it type escape, I like that. I think it's awesome. And so I've taken up reading for sure. And then I don't know, I like to collect things too. Just little, I have a bunch of Funko Pops at home, a bunch, and you would never think what I do. And they're just in my room, and I want to build up a collection of a bunch of stuff. Like, and that can even involve like books and stuff. And then I don't know. I think like helping people in general. Like I don't know. I've always enjoyed like helping people. Just because like it makes me feel good too, to kind of give back. And so I think that really ties into what I do for a living now. So yeah.
No, I can see what you mean. I think
There's a bunch of stuff that I want to do more. Like there's a bunch of stuff that like I want to get into, but like I said, it's kind of just like I have to like force myself to do it to kind of like get interested in it. Like drawing, like I've always, like some of my really good friends are super good artists, and like my whole life I've just thought it was awesome. And so like that's something like I'd be interested in. And then comic books is another thing I'd be interested in getting into, is like reading comic books, collecting comic books. Yeah.